Right now, we want to continue this hour by taking you live out to the White House, where One America's Emerald Robinson has the latest on Andrew McCabe's termination from the FBI. Emerald, the president already sounding off on McCabe's termination, calling it a great day for democracy. What else are you learning out there in Washington?
Yeah, like you said, the president tweeted that it was a great day for democracy, and that's kind of what I'm hearing from the conservative congressman that I've spoken with. In fact, I spoke with Texas Representative Louis Gohmert about it, and he said that this should have happened a long time ago and that it's good that it's finally happening. Let's take a listen to what he had to say, Rachel.
He's one of the holdovers that shouldn't have been held over. He needed to go, and I realize that some would say he was in a career position, but he was so blinded by politics. He had no business being in a Department of Justice here or anywhere else, in my humble opinion.
I also talked with North Carolina Representative Mark Walker on the phone today about his reaction, and he kind of echoed the president in saying that this is potentially a new day in America. He feels like this is finally the right move by Sessions. He says that perhaps Sessions has lit a fire that he'll start operating in the way that the Attorney General should. He also said that this is sort of a warning to other bad actors. He is a member of the House Oversight Committee, and he referenced back to Lois Lerner and John Koskinen of the IRS when they had targeted conservatives groups, and he said that perhaps they should worry because this may set a precedent that means that others are going to pay for what they have done. Now, the president also tweeted that this is a great day for both men and women in the FBI. Rachel.
Emerald, all good points there. Now, we know that McCabe, he wrote a lengthy statement after all of this happened. What is his response to all of this?
Yeah, so McCabe did release a really lengthy response following his firing, basically saying that this is a political move, that he is a pawn in a game by the president to attack the FBI. But now, Rachel, I've also been talking to a lot of members of the FBI, particularly one former field agent, who says that's just not so, that this has been a long brewing problem that started with systemic corruption within the 7th floor headquarters of the FBI long before President Trump came into the picture. He said in response to Andrew McCabe's firing that it's about time. And another former assistant FBI director I spoke with said that this was important for Sessions to do to set the right example. They said that politics aside, McCabe had acted in an inappropriate way and that any other field agent that had not been on the 7th floor here in Washington would have been fired a long time ago. They said that it was important for the morale of field agents across the nation that Sessions do the right thing by firing McCabe to set the right example and to also keep the integrity of the justice system. Rachel.
So, Emerald, can McCabe really retaliate legally against the Department of Justice for his termination?
Legally, no, Rachel, because he wasn't a civil servant. He's not a veteran, and he was released based on a recommendation from the FBI's Office of Professional Responsibility, which is, an independent FBI official that is nonpartisan. So he doesn't have a legal leg to stand on. However, McCabe has said that he will take others down with him. Exactly who he's talking about, we don't know yet. But Mark Walker told me we might get some indication from that Inspector General report that's supposed to come out within a couple of weeks. He expects before April 1st. Also, that field agent told me that he thinks that perhaps Peter Strzok, former the FBI agent who was involved in both the Clinton investigation and the Russia probe, who was found text messaging biased text messages to his mistress, Lisa Page. He says that perhaps both Strzok and Page are participating with the Inspector General and already naming names. And Mark Walker also said that this could just be the beginning, that this might be the fallout for a lot of other bad actors within the Justice Department or other government agencies that finally perhaps they see that they can't get away with acting against their office, that there's no statute of limitations against dishonoring your office. So that remains to be seen, Rachel.
Definitely, Emerald, and it will be interesting to see what happens next. Our very own Emerald Robinson reporting from the White House. Thank you so much, Emerald, for that live report.
We can use your help. Call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call today.